Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you Woo Woo Wednesday, your live weekly tarot reading, and I am just getting back into the swing of things. We just got back from an awesome trip down to Fredericksburg. We hiked Enchanted Rock, and we explored a cute little downtown. We had so much fun seeing all the beautiful wildflowers in bloom. Our road trip down to Texas the highway was literally lined with wildflowers. It was so beautiful. Another thing that we experienced was an elephant preserve that I have later researched and found more sad information about how they were abused in their earlier years. I don't know if that's still going on now, but to know where they came from really broke my heart to learn even more that they don't share with you at that experience. So I have been really allowing all that information to kind of soak in. I've literally been crying all day about it and trying to figure out why was I supposed to be there? What was I supposed to learn? Was I supposed to witness what is happening so that I can be a voice and an advocate for these beautiful animals? So I'm still processing. So many of you guys reached out and said, have you done Woo Woo Wednesday yet? Have I missed Woo Woo Wednesday? No, I've just been crying all day after a beautiful trip. So it was an interesting experience. So I wanted to just be honest with you guys, and as magical as it was to meet these amazing elephants, to then learn what it took for them to become trained and how they treated them and beat them, it just doesn't resonate with me. And so I hope that by me going through that experience, I can, one, be a voice for those animals to say, you know what, it is a cool experience, but it's not okay to invest in things that are out of alignment with what is true for all of us. We should not be harming animals. I mean, here is a vegan, speaking up, but so many of you that aren't vegan say, oh, I love animals. Well, one, if you love them, stop eating them. But two, if you really do, then let's come together and speak up, because they don't have a voice. Big hugs, Carrie. Okay, so I just wanted to share where I'm at this week. Let me know how your week is going. Share in the comments, where are you watching from? What's going on this week? It's so good to see you guys. Hey, Julia. Hey, Vala. Hey, Morgan, Jamie, Isa, Bridget, Doc, Rayanne, Marie, oh my gosh, Caitlin, it's so good to see you guys. Okay, so that's where I'm at. My trip was amazing. We hiked Enchanted Rock. We got to see all these beautiful nature things, except I later learned that the treatment of the elephants was not in the best quality. I don't know if that is true now, although I can say that they did have bull hooks during the experience. They never used them, but you could tell that the elephants were extremely fearful of them. Okay, moving on, right? We're leaving the past behind. With that being said, we have a new moon on Friday in Aries. It's on the 5th, and Aries is the first sign of the astrological new year. So it's a brand new year. So we can literally leave the past behind and embrace a new you. And Aries is all about Aries and arrogance. I don't know, where did that word come from? Aries is all about really letting your light shine unapologetically, being authentic to who you are, being fiery and sassy, and really putting it out there and just speaking your mind. So this is going to be about speaking your truth. And hey, maybe this experience I just went through will allow me to speak more of my truth. Maybe this experience, because you know, when we go through these heartbreaking experiences, it's not until we feel them that we actually care about them and do something. So just as when I went to, third world countries or places that don't live like we do, I get to experience and feel how that feels, so that it empowers me to educate and inspire and to bring awareness to certain things that need change. Animal lover here. Hey, Krista. Congratulations, Madison, on your new job interview. Hey, Alyssa. Your week is going amazing, Julia. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm definitely sassy, even though I'm a Pisces. We got that going on, don't we, girl? Okay, so this week's reading is going to be from the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Now, some of you are asking, will I have a local goddess gathering this new moon? And the answer is no. I am saving it for April 19th. It's a Friday for the full moon in Libra. I mean, hello, I am a Libra, so I thought I should wait until Libra season, till we get some Libra vibes in there. And plus, we haven't done a full moon goddess gathering in a while. So this is now up on the event. So if you are local and you want to join my goddess gathering for the upcoming full moon, it's on April 19th, then be sure to check out that event and RSVP. It is a totally free event, so bring your besties. Okay, what else do you guys need to know from me? Things that are happening in this world, in the Brittany Carmichael world. I just sent out an email. If you are not on my newsletter or my email list, I just sent an email sharing about our last live video for the Elevated Life series, where we taught 2 different ways to eliminate stress and anxiety. That's a topic that we are covering inside the Elevated Life membership club this month, is how to overcome anxiety. So that's been a topic that I've been sharing a lot about lately. So are you someone who struggles with anxiety? If you are, then you may consider joining the Elevated Life membership club, because we will be teaching you natural, simple ways to eliminate stress and manage it and prevent it. Okay, what else? Last thing. That's it. New moon. That's what's going on in my world. Wanted to catch you guys up. I'm so excited I made one of these, Natasha. Yay, I'm glad you're here. Why do we need heartbreak to finally speak our truth? That is definitely not okay, so we don't need it, but sometimes when we go through painful experiences, it causes us to speak up. It causes us to change. I always say this, you don't need to wait until the trauma to make the change. For example, my mom's stroke, when she was ignoring all the physical symptoms and signs that were telling her that she needed help, she ignored it and ignored it and ignored it until she finally had a massive stroke. And when she had the stroke, it caused her to start making some changes. So I am always a proponent of don't wait until you experience the trauma to make the change. But sometimes when we have an experience that is saddening or heartbreaking or traumatic, that inspires us to change, that inspires us to speak up, because we had never gone through it before. I feel pushing through this so much right now. Great idea. You guys are awesome. I feel more passionate towards my dreams and goals, so I'm pumped about that. You guys are awesome. Okay. Here we go. You guys ready for this reading? If you know a soul sister who would love this message, please tag them in the comments below before we dive in. Krista says, I feel like heartbreak really cleanses you out energetically. Tears heal and eventually brings out what you truly want with no baggage to tie you down. That is such a beautiful and profound response, Krista. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. It's true. I mean, it's like your comfort zone. You will stay in your comfort zone until you have to get out, till you're forced to get out, till life knocks you on your ass outside your comfort zone, and then you'll make the changes. Sometimes we just wait, and sometimes we need to be knocked on our ass. I was telling my friend who's a police officer, I was like, you know what is bullshit? The fact that you couldn't go to jail for punching someone in the face, because sometimes some people just need to be punched in the face. I'm just saying. I am compassionate and I am loving, but let's be real, okay? All right. Enough play. Let's dive in. Actually, there's never enough play. I'm actually going to just dive right in, see what is going on. Let's see what we need to pay attention to. I'm ready for this message. I know exactly what I need. I just need some confirmation. I love Woo Woo Wednesday. You know what? I have done hundreds of readings at this point. Gosh, yes, I was going to say, if not thousands, but I have done so many readings, and literally every single person I've connected with, whether they had no idea why they were coming to see me for a reading or they knew exactly what clarity they wanted, every single person says the same thing. Aside from, oh my God, that was amazing, they said, I totally knew that. Like, I knew that. And that's exactly what you want to hear out of a psychic reading, is that your client has the intuition and the awareness that they already had the answer within them. That is my job as a teacher, is to shine the light on you. I don't have the answer for you. I can just hold up a mirror and say, look within, and you will find it. So that's always the most amazing thing to hear people say, is I totally knew that. This is such a confirmation, because not only am I onto it, if you already knew, I'm, Hey, so that lets me know I'm doing my job, and it lets you know that you already have the answer within you. So I want to know, before we dive into this reading for this week, we've got a new moon this week. So this is going to be a powerful reading about setting intentions. And if you guys are coming here for clarity and confirmation, then there's clearly something you guys are interested in. Okay, I literally was shuffling and 3 cards just like popped into my left hand. So we're going to go with it. That is so crazy. So I'm just going to lay them out. We're going to roll with it. I love when that happens. That's one of the things I teach in Tarot 101, is that there is no wrong way to shuffle. So if you're someone who wants to learn more about Tarot, and I share all of my secrets inside my 2.5-hour masterclass, Tarot 101. It is only $47, and I share literally everything. And actually, Krista, who's here live, does, she joined the live training that we did, and she does a reading for someone else that joined the training, and I get so much feedback. Actually, I want to honor you, Krista, while you're here. I get so much feedback about how inspiring and how empowering that live reading was that I just won't take the live masterclass down. Like, listen to this, guys. I had so much intention to film it all pretty with the pretty backgrounds and the perfect camera and the lighting, and it was perfect. And I did it like 2 or 3 times. I literally have tons of footage, like tons of footage. It's just not finished, tons of it. And I just said, forget it. I'm done with this. This takes too much time. It's too much effort. It's just not working. I'm forcing this, and I don't know what the deal is. So I surrendered it. I gave it up. I knew I was supposed to teach Tarot 101 because you guys message me all the time with Tarot questions. And how do you know? How did you learn how to do it? I want to know. I want to learn. And so I knew I had to make this course. I surrendered it. I gave it up. I immediately got the inner guidance that said, just do it live. You are so good at live. You've been practicing live for years. You know how to go live. And so I surrendered it. I got that guidance to go live, and I put up a sales page within a week and went live. Do you know how many months it took me to try to film those videos and edit them and then try to refilm them, and it never got out into the world? But then when I stopped trying to force it, and I just said, what is best for me? What's the best route for me? Go live, do it live. Well, here's my ego. Well, the lighting's not going to be as good, and the camera's going to be blurry because it's going to be a recording on Zoom, and blah, 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 blah. Valid, very valid. These are, especially about branding, you guys know I like to keep it beautiful. But was it getting my message out? Was I sharing the wisdom? You guys are beating my door down for this information, and I was holding back for perfectionism. And so I stopped, and I just did it live. And I have now been selling that live masterclass for only $47 for a year now. I think it's come up on a year. And I want to tell you, Krista, how I refuse to do the fancy, pretty videos. Maybe one day, but I'll have to take this clip out. Maybe one day I'll do it, but I was tired of forcing it. Every single person that goes through Tarot 101 always comments about how awesome it was to see someone else reading for someone on the spot like that. So I'm so proud of you for having the courage to do that during the live class. It was so cool. Okay. I clearly missed you guys. I was gone for the weekend, and I just can't stop talking. So I already have the 3 cards. You guys are all here. You're ready to party. You've tagged your soul sister. We're ready to go. You said preach, made it. Yes, absolutely. Definitely need the clarity. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Hello, Danielle Clem. It's so good to see you. And you know what? While we're celebrating and honoring each other, Danielle, I want to celebrate you. It's been about a year since I've seen a lot of my coaching clients. I did a coaching package back in the beginning of last year and the end of the previous year. And it's now been a year's time. And it's been so cool for me as a coach to look back at all these amazing women that I've worked with, and their lives have completely transformed in the most beautiful way. And their courage and their authenticity and confidence is like off the charts, next level. So I just want to take a moment to celebrate you. Julia says, so true. I feel more called to write from my heart and not be so structured. I love that. Krista says, you are so welcome. I have been reading Tarot since I was 16, but I felt the calling to take your course. The course was so fun, insightful, and I learned some new ways of doing readings. So even for seasoned readers, you will learn something. Well, Krista, I am so thankful for that beautiful feedback. Honestly, I let the course teach itself. I had, of course, all the structured things that I was trying to film in the videos, but when magical things happen and people ask certain questions, or you're guided to share a certain thing, or someone else does a reading in the class. You just have to allow those things to unfold, and it was so fun. I had no intention of it being for seasoned pros, but you're right. The truth is, anyone, no matter how talented you are at reading tarot, or if you don't even own a deck, we had women in the live class that didn't even have decks, and they were able to know exactly how to go about starting that process. Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. Okay. Oh, yay, Danielle. Okay, okay, here we go. I promise. I just missed you guys. Number 9, Epiphany. This is the Hermit card in the traditional tarot. This is all about spiritual enlightenment and awakenings. This is about taking it to the next level, because at that next level, we have so much clarity, because we're, if we're climbing the mountain, we get higher, and we get higher, our view gets better and our perspective gets wider and clearer. It says, joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others, and answers that come through meditation. Hello, just like I told you, my job as a spiritual mentor, this card also represents finding yourself a spiritual mentor that can help guide you to that place of knowing and understanding and enlightenment. My job as a spiritual teacher is to teach you that you already have the answer. And this card is exactly that mentor for you right now, to remind you that meditation will provide those answers that you seek. If you get quiet, if you clear out all the thinking, if you surrender all of your forcing. That's another thing that I wrote on the blog for the new moon in Aries that comes out. If you guys are interested in the astrology, I think it already hit my blog. You guys can tune into what is to be expected on this new moon in Aries. And that is exactly what it is. It's stepping outside your comfort zone and trusting that you already have the answers. And this new moon is really going to be asking you to follow your passion. Someone reached out today and said, it looks like you are always so happy and passionate about what you do in life. And I said, well, I'm happy because I choose to go after the things I'm passionate about in life. So I want to know, are you going after the things that you're passionate about? Are you enjoying the journey? I always say joy is found in the journey, J-O-Y, right? It's like literally written in it. The whole spiritual self-discovery, awakening process is not necessarily an easy one, but it is one that requires conscious choice. And with that comes the choice to be happy. Although I am saying, the sadness and all that other stuff is important. We need that as a barometer. We need that as a metric to understand where are we at, to rebalance and recalibrate ourselves, to come back to our center. Because in the center, when we're in balance, we are in peace. Right? That's my Libra wisdom to you. When your scales are in balance, you will find peace. This card says, be a light to others. So you're most likely being called to shine your light. Hello, shine. I see so many of you shine schoolers here. You are being called to shine your light. You're being called to step up. You're being called to open your heart and share your gifts. That's why I ask you to go after things you're passionate about, so that you don't stop, so that you don't quit. Push to the peak of the mountaintop. Oh yeah, I'm week 3 of spirit drumming class. You guys are awesome. Definitely following my passion of writing and acting and exercising every day. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm setting the intention to finally record myself and share it on social media, doing a spoken word performance about facing and releasing fear. I love that. New moon, here I come. So how are you being called to step up right now? That's exactly what I wrote in the Aries New Moon blog for what to expect this week. It's like you're being called to stand up and to be authentic. And right now you're being called to stand up and be a light leader, to make some changes. Just like I talked about, maybe I was guided. I literally had no plans to do that elephant experience, but someone came into my reality, said that it was a thing, and someone right before then said elephants were the best experience she had in Africa, and it was an unfolding, an intuitive unfolding that was like information here, information here. Well, why don't we just go there? And so we ended up going on a spontaneous trip. So you are constantly being guided and led, whether you realize it or not, whether you think you need to know what step 19, 20, 21 is, you are always on your path. You are never not on your path. Even when you're screwing shit up, you're still on your path, okay? You can never not be on your path. If you're screwing shit up, it's because you're learning a lesson. But right now, you're being called to look within and to trust that you have the answers, that you are here to shine a light, and that you are going through this process of growth and unfolding and awareness so that you can help to guide others. You know, what you learn through this experience, which is exactly what's happened to me. I've gone through this awakening and I have this understanding of what's going on in the world. And what I realize is the more I know, the more I don't know. So this journey always unfolds. You never are not on this journey. So, but what I've come to find out is as I learn more, I share what I know and I learn more, and I share what I know and I learn more, and I share what I know and I learn more. So we are always learning, we are always growing. And when you gather that information and when you have life lessons that glean you powerful wisdom that could help other people through those traumas so they don't have to hit rock bottom or experience those pains, although, you know, kids have to touch the hot burner to know when to not touch it in the future, right? We have to experience that. We can't take away that experience from everyone and expect them all to learn. We have to know that that's a part of the learning lesson. Whew. Catherine says, called to shine my light and do more IGTV videos. Yes. Okay. You guys ready for the second card? The King of Ariel. What a profound, powerful reading. This is the King of Pentacles. So we're in the suit of earthly realms. We're in the suit of money. And it says, hold on, let me grab a drink of water real quick. Okay, Pentacles are, ooh, I'm sitting on my thing. Okay, there we go. Pentacles are in the suit of the material realm and the earth, right? So this a lot of the times has to do with our finances. This card says your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success and using your resources wisely. Successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful are the keywords for this card. So when this card comes up, you are actually showing up as a leader in your life. So here we are being awakened. The Hermit is being called to go inward to gain their inner wisdom so that they can come out and shine their light and share their message with the world. And the King of Ariel is a very positive sign that as you share that spiritual message with the world, as you share that inner knowledge that comes through meditation, you will find success, financial and professional success. Krista, you said you wanted to start sharing more videos of you. You'll start to gain more clients as you put more energy and effort in putting your message out into the world, right? Using resources wisely. I was reading your comments and assimilating information for you guys. Using resources wisely is about knowing that, oh gosh, this is it. Okay, here you go. Using your resources wisely is about you not using the fucking excuse, oh, I don't have any money for that, because then you are not going to have the money for it. Your words, your phrase, your story of I don't have whatever, whether it's money or I was going to say sex or friends or laughter or whatever it may be that you want more of. If your story is I don't or I can't or I won't, you are right. So let's talk about your money story when the King of Ariel comes up. Are you saying, I really want to go after this new dream or share my gift or be a teacher or be a singer or be an actress or whatever it may be, but I don't have money for XYZ? If that is your story, I really encourage you right now to clean it up and use this powerful energy of the new moon to rewrite your story. I've got a video on YouTube about how to rewrite your story if you don't know how to do that. Basically, turning your can'ts into cans. We know how to do that. If your story says, I need money to XYZ, then I'll never be able to blah, blah, blah. Then you are cutting yourself off right now from experiencing that dream that you just killed that dream. Hashtag dream killer. So it's important for you to check your story first. And it has to be in alignment with whatever it is you want. So let's say you're inspired to write a book. Well, if you say, I don't have the time to write a book, then you're right. You're never going to write the book. But if you are passionate about it, this is why I say go after what you're passionate about, you'll make the effort. You'll carve out the time. You'll put it on your calendar. Now, if it's money that you're needing more of, then we have to change the story from I don't have money to go to beauty school, right? That could have been my story when I was 19 years old, but I refused to let it. Even though I didn't come from wealth, I grew up in a trailer park. Like, we didn't have a lot of money. We, like, clearance rack was normal, like dollar menu, like that's the life that I lived. So I could have had that mentality, but for some reason, my soul was so adamant and so passionate about being a hairdresser that I didn't allow money to be my limiting story about how I was going to go to beauty school. I didn't have the money to go to beauty school. I worked at freaking Forever 21 and Claire's, and I made like $8 an hour maybe, and I literally did not have enough income. And I went to the beauty school that I had my eye on after I graduated. I signed the papers for like $8,000 for school, called my dad and said, can you help me out? And he said, no. Well, shit, I already signed the papers because I'm going to beauty school. And that was it. There was no hesitation after that. I just put it out there. Well, shit, I'm going to have to make $500 and something a month, like for the next year. Like I did not have it in the bank. It was not there. But what was there was my desire. It was my passion. It was my determination, which was, I pulled the chariot today, so anyone who knows tarot would know determination is all about the chariot. So I was so determined to go after my dream as being a hairdresser that no obstacle, not even the phrase or the story, I don't have the money, which I really didn't have the money. That was a legit true story. So you may be saying on the other side of the screen, well, I really don't have the money. Well, guess what, honey? Neither did I. I did not have the money, but I had the heart. I had the determination, and I didn't allow any obstacles to get in my way, and I just put it out there. That's it. I want to be a hairdresser. I'm going to beauty school. I put it out there, and I met Chris 3 months later, who gave me the best idea ever and said, have you ever thought about doing hair extensions? And I said, no, they take too long. And he said, well, do you know they generate thousands of dollars of income? And I said, tell me again. And within the month, I had my first hair extension client, which, here's the honest truth. The one strip club I went to when I was 18, there was this girl and she had these like furry boots, and I'll never forget it. Like psychics don't forget, right? Never forget it. She was my first client for hair extensions. She found me on MySpace because I put a post out there that said, I do hair extensions. Message me. And this is MySpace, people. There was no advertising. I was just putting it out there. And she booked with me $600 hair extension appointment. And that was the first time I had ever made any money like that, ever. Like I said, Dairy Queen was my first job, like $5 an hour. Okay. I had never made money like that. But I had determination. I was going after my passion. I listened to great advice that came through, even though I was resistant to it because, it takes time. Millennial, right? We all want instant gratification. But I did it. I followed through, randomly got the same stripper. And I don't know, that was so crazy. I just was like blown away. And now that I look back, like synchronicity and universe and all that, yeah, there was magic at play. But makes for a good story, right? All that to say, I made $10,000 while I was in beauty school that paid for my beauty school. Okay, so don't let money be your excuse, because you may be blocking out the idea for you to receive more money with that limiting story that says, I can't, it will never happen, right? Clear up your story to say, I don't care what it takes. Please guide me and support me with whatever experiences I need to make XYZ happen, to make my dream happen so that I can shine my light. I am so passionate and fired up today. I think it's this elephant thing. Oh my God, I'm glad you guys are still sticking with me. Okay, use your resources wisely. You don't need money, but you do need a clear story about what is possible for you. How many of you are guilty of having a negative story that is limiting you from going after your dreams or allowing the abundance in? Love it, Brittany. Amen. Hashtag amen. I know, I'm freaking pumped up. Okay, whew, take a deep breath. Take a drink of water. These elephants got me all like crunk right now because I don't know, something's going on. All right, last card for the week. I'm telling you, Aries is fiery, and if any of you saw me or knew me before my spiritual transformation, you would know the old girl, the old bitchney is what I was nicknamed, is starting to shine her light a little bit, because I was just talking to one of my girlfriends who's very sensitive, and I was telling her that yes, being spiritual and compassionate and loving is where it's at, but you have to be a badass if you're an empath, or you will get walked over and shut the door shut in your face, the energy sucked out of you. You will be completely drained if you're not somewhat of a badass. Chris and I talk about this all the time, how empaths have to have boundaries. Empaths have to be badasses. Yes, we're sensitive. Yes, we cry. And yes, we know you feel really sad. We can feel it in our system, But if you don't build some kind of protective barrier, not the fat that I was protecting myself with, rather a shield of light, so that you're not infiltrated by all the craziness that is going in the world, because we have to be honest, there is crazy stuff going on in the world. Girl, so crunk. Preach, you guys are making me laugh. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. It's true. I don't even know what I was talking about. Hashtag channeling problems. I just feel like the wind is blowing me all over the freaking place. Madison, then it's time to ground down. This is what I'm talking about, about us empaths and light workers and woo-woo fairies. We're out in the freaking ethers all the time. We've got to ground down, and the grounding part is the being a badass, is about setting boundaries. And it's okay. It's okay to be a badass. It's okay to be hardcore, and it's okay to be loving too. And you can blend the two so beautifully. You know, you can't have light without the darkness, and we all have that within us. So it's about bringing it into balance. I think an elephant spirit followed you home, bold, fierce, and going forward with confidence. I'm telling you, oh, those elephants, they were so amazing. I'm teaching my mother this. She's an empath and just now knows what that even means. Madison, I have an awesome, I have a feeling your mom might like this. Is she divorced? I have an awesome video that we filmed, Chris and I filmed live in Shine Tribe, about why empaths attract narcissists, because we don't set up those boundaries and we don't know how to protect ourselves. You know, I almost didn't take the drum class due to the price, but I recognize that if I didn't, I'd be letting my ego and my mind run things. So paying in installments. Sherry, I'm so proud of you. You know, something I learned in the last launch of Shine School is that everyone wanted to join. Well, a lot of people did, but everyone that didn't join wanted to join so bad because they knew it would change their life, but money story was the issue. And so I wanted to come up with a way that it would be more affordable, and we created a 12-part payment plan so that you could pay over the entire month. And the second we did that, Sherry, so many people signed up immediately. And so I love that you allowed yourself to pay in installments without feeling overwhelmed of a one-time payment, because you'll build up over time. You'll realize investing in yourself really invests in your business and creates more abundance, because when you know more skills, you can charge more money, you can bring more things in. It all is a part of this beautiful cycle. Elephants are aligned with Lord Ganesha, the god of wisdom and purity. So Sherry, while we were there, I kept asking Chris, why do you think we're here? Why are we drawn to elephants? What is the deal? And there was a Ganesh sitting, interesting. There was a lot of signs of enlightenment around there, but I don't know if it was for show. I don't know. I don't know where I stand. So I looked at Chris and I was like, oh, because you and I are that divine male and female energy in which they were, and they had the sun, Ganesh, which had the elephant head. So I was, you know, you follow me, Sherry. Okay. All right, last page. Last card, page. What the hell, guys? The Knight of Ariel. So 2 cards in the suit of Pentacles shows up this week. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. It says there is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, and being watched over by someone kind. Okay, this is a powerful reading this week because we're listening to our own inner guidance. We're trusting the wisdom that comes through meditation, because we're meant to step out and shine. We're meant to shine our light as light workers and light leaders. And as we do that, the King of Ariel suggests that we'll become more abundant and more financially and professionally successful, and we'll be able to use those resources to help spread our message. Brendan Bouchard says, money moves your message. That changed my life. Thank you, Brendan. Somebody tag Brendan Bouchard and tell him, thank you. Money moves your message. So stop being afraid of receiving money, because if you have a gift to share, if you have a message to share, if you have light to shine, then you're gonna need money to move that message, especially if you're playing here on Facebook. Am I right? Hello, can someone tag and share this video? Because Facebook's not doing it for you, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. And then the Knight of Ariel shows up and says, you've got a lot to do, girl. Okay, you've got a lot of things to do. So it's gonna take time, and you're gonna need to plan that out and have like a methodical step-by-step approach while being flowy and flexible, because you may just be inspired when you get to step 5 to change the course of the direction, and that changes the plan. So stop thinking that you need this perfect plan to get started. Just make a plan, get started, and adjust the plan as you go. It always changes. It always changes, okay? I tried to scroll on this fucking card. I mean, this is, I need a nap. being watched over by someone kind. This is also saying that your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and your past loved ones are watching you from the other side. They're supporting you on this great mission that you're here. You have so much to do. You have so much to accomplish. And this isn't to make you feel daunted or like, oh God, well, haven't I done enough? I mean, I feel that way some days. But every day we have a chance to plant new seeds. And as you can see in this, let me see if I can somehow get it in both. As you can see, she's planting these seeds in the field. She's putting, and we've got a new moon, hello, in Aries on Friday. So it's about planting these seeds of intention. We know that we have a big mission. We know that we're here to shine our light. We know that we have gifts to share, and we know that it's going to take confidence and courage to do it. That's why I created Shine School, and that's why I get on here every day and empower you to go after your dreams, to follow what lights you up, because when you're lit up, you are changing the world. Know that if you need help, just ask for it. Whether you believe in angels, whether you believe in God or Buddha or sparkly unicorn rainbows, I don't care. Just ask and try and see what happens, because that's all I did. I found a book by Sonia Choquette called Ask Your Guides, and I did. I started asking for help. I started asking for front row parking spots. I started asking to be aligned with the perfect clients, and they would show up in the most magical ways. And any client that has ever coached with me or done tarot knows that they have landed in my lap in the most unique, profound, divine way. So you just ask for help. You just put it out there. I didn't know how I was going to pay for beauty school. You guys, if you just heard the story, I didn't know I was going to pay for beauty school. I just put it out there. I don't know. Help. My family's not going to pay for it. Somebody, help, what do I do? And I was delivered a person that later turned out to be my husband, that delivered a message that I was resistant to, which seems to be the case the entire freaking relationship. He told me I'd be teaching on videos for years and years and years ago, way before. And I said, no, I'm just a hairdresser. I don't want to do that. We resist it. What are you resisting right now that you know you're meant to be doing? I resisted being a teacher. I resisted it. I resisted doing hair extensions that later paid for me to go to beauty school, which was the passion that I was after. What are you guys resisting right now? Hashtag spirit brain. I know. Someone asked a really good question. Krista, you might have some insight on this. Someone asked me recently, how do you know the difference between your own inner voice and those of other spirits and guides and angels and whatnot? And I literally was like, I don't know the answer to that right off the top of my head. It takes a long time for you to develop where you receive the information, how it makes you feel. Sometimes you think you're thinking it, and it might have been an angel giving you that information. You just never know. Are we having a new moon get together? Sherry, I don't know the answer to that. I earlier in the message said that we weren't doing a local goddess gathering here in Frisco. As far as a virtual one in Shine Tribe Sisterhood, let me sleep on that and see how I feel. I'll be at the salon that day. If I've got the energy, I will definitely hop on. And you know what? If we don't do the full ritual, I may just hop on and ask your intention. So I can never skip. You guys never let me skip anything. I quit smoking pot this morning, trying to elevate my mentality to another level. Please pray for me. I really need this reading. Oh, absolutely. Carrie, Chris and I said we were going to stop, and one day. I want to do a new moon with you. I'm really trying not to smoke too much. It's constant struggle. Not that I think it's bad, but I think it keeps me where I am. Interesting. I don't think it is smoking that keeps you where you're at. It's the choice, because Chris and I are extremely successful, and we still choose to partake. Resisting putting myself out there more. Being a teacher, I'm resisting being a teacher and being seen by others in a mystic sense, though I'm getting better at not fighting it. That is a whole class. It truly is. I did a mediumship masterclass last year and with Lindsay Marino, and yeah, there's so much. Short answer: spirit talks super fast. So when the energy comes in, okay, I see what you're saying. It's true. You can't get the info out quick enough, then it is spirit. I love that. That's a great reference point too, to know when you're receiving the message. A lot of the times when I'm rhyming, I am channeling someone aside from myself. Happy birthday. I saw that it was your birthday. Oh, happy birthday. It's so good to see you. Time for a New Year's resolution. And right, like I said, it's the new astrological year. Starting in Aries, time for decided to love dedicated to love and yoga this year. Oh, I love that so much. Yoga has been my, what's that thing you want to hold yourself accountable to? Yoga every day. That's been mine. About a month. I've been about 99% caffeine free for a month. Oh, that's incredible. I realized just recently that if I have high amounts of caffeine, which I never do, I'm like pretty much caffeine free. I can't think of any caffeine that I take, except for I ran out of caffeine free tea and I started drinking Chris's green mate tea. I get the worst right boob pain, like total pain when I have too much caffeine in my boob, like lump, like swelling. It's crazy. And the second I stop having caffeine, it disappears. So Sherry, I'm proud of you for quitting caffeine. I'm resisting being financially successful with my art. Oh girl, I know too many artists, being a hairdresser and an artist myself, I know too many artists that that experience that. And if you didn't catch the beginning or the middle or wherever I was talking about how I went to beauty school with no money and ended up manifesting $10,000 to pay for it. And actually my first year in business, and now it's been over a decade, I've been a 6-figure stylist, and I only work 3 days in the week in the salon. And that is due, well, one is due to all the hard work, but it was due to me clearing up that money mindset that said, I'm not worthy of receiving for the talents, the art, and the love and the light that I have to give. And so if you missed me talking about how I manifested going to beauty school, I think you would really be inspired by that message. I am resisting stepping out to teach. My cards have been telling me that I am here to be a way shower and to teach others. Well, so is this card. You said you missed the beginning of this reading, and well, the beginning of the reading was Epiphany, the Hermit card, saying that you are here to be a light to others, that you have the answers that you seek. They all come from within. So take time to meditate. Julia says she gets headaches from caffeine. Yep. I got 2 new decks today. They're awesome. Yay. Okay. So, oh, you guys are awesome. So I think that is it. I'm going to take a drink of water. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below. I missed all of it. Oh no. Well, you can catch the replay here on Instagram, or you can check it out on Facebook. Do you have any questions, ahas, comments, things that you'd like me to share? For this week, whew, I'm tired. It was a lot of information. Epiphany. You are a spiritual teacher. You are the light. You are a light worker here to shine. Find the joy through the process. The King of Ariel says you are successful. You are on your way to financial retirement. You are building a foundation and a legacy. But most importantly, you have to go after what you're being called soulfully. What is your heart asking you to do? Be led by your soul, and you will be successful. Knight of Ariel. The Knight of Ariel is a reminder that there is a lot of hard work to do, that you have a lot of seeds to plant. So make a plan and know that you are not alone, that you have support, whether you realize it or not. On the physical realm, if you're here watching this video, I support you. Reach out, send me a message. I have so many resources that I've created over the years to help you guys find not only your courage and confidence to go after your dreams, but also how to find your purpose and to uncover all of those fears and blocks and labels that hold you back. Happy Woo Woo Wednesday. How's your deck coming? Sherry, thank you so much for asking. So we are about 30 cards out of 44 cards done with art, and I am still working on the guidebook. I've been chatting with my printer, figuring out all the details I need to know. We are still planning for the summer. It's been so fun to watch it unfold. I think we're going to do a Kickstarter for pre-orders in the beginning. I am looking to sell my decks on my deck on Amazon so that I don't have to do anything with shipping. So if anyone knows any, use your resources wisely, right? Okay, that was this card. Use your resources wisely. If anyone knows anything about selling stuff on Amazon, I am open to receive information on that. I know I can Google it, but if there is a soul sister who knows that realm, then I'm happy to receive your wisdom and information. So printing, art, guidebook, Kickstarter, Amazon, What else do you want to know? I'll be sharing more and more sneak peeks. You guys have seen some of the ones that we've been doing recently. They are just spectacular. It makes me so happy. And I've allowed a few of my close friends to read the guidebook, some of the cards and the meanings, and the feedback has been so beautiful. They have said, I've already learned so much just reading this, and oh my God, you're speaking to me, and every single word of this is what I needed. So I definitely feel like the words that are coming through on the guidebook are exactly what you need to feel empowered and inspired to be authentic to yourself. Hello, Chris Carmichael. Can you hear me from the other room? Oh, there's my little sweet. Oh, Roop's joining too. Okay, I am so incredibly successful. Yes, you are, Melanie. Feel it in your body. Feel it in your bones. I literally don't even know what I'm resisting. I just know that I am. I always feel so stuck and like I get mixed signals. What am I supposed to listen to when the signs that I'm getting are so contradicting, or so it seems? How can I sort it all out? Well, I'd be curious to know how you know that the signs are contradicting if you don't even know what you're resisting. I think it's important for you to get clear on where you feel stuck. When you say, I feel so stuck, in what area? Let's get clear on that. Don't just stop at, I don't know, because you're the only one that does. So take it deeper. And if you need to write it out instead of just think it or speak it, I mean, it's hard to type it out. Get a journal out, Madison. This is something I teach in Shine School. And start writing, I feel stuck in ... and just start free writing. Let it all come out and see what your brain says, because when you feel stuck, it's because your mental pattern, your thinking pattern, your thought process is on the same program that isn't working. So we've got to find, what is that program? When you say, I don't know, that's avoiding where the stuck thinking is, right? So we've got to address it and go right to it. Where do you feel stuck? And then when you start to break it down and you start writing down, well, I feel stuck in my relationship, or I feel stuck in communicating, or I feel stuck in whatever. Well, elaborate even deeper. In my relationships, I feel stuck because... and keep going, keep writing, keep letting it come out, because what you'll find is a lot of the times these are mental games that we play with ourselves that you can obviously, just by reading that paragraph out loud, realize that you're just hiding nothing from yourself. You don't even, when I ask people, why are you anxious? I don't know. So you're anxious for no reason? What a waste of energy that is. I am so on board for it. I'm putting my book on Amazon. Chris is a drummer. Does he know that? No, that was me. I knocked on the thing. Like, I keep drawing the Hermit, the High Priestess. Maybe I should listen to myself more, but I don't trust myself. I mess up a lot. Okay, you mess up because you're learning to trust yourself. That is a whole part of the process. The more you trust yourself and the more you listen to yourself. You know, when I went to go see a psychic, when I was like, something's happening to me, I don't know what's going on. I went to go see the psychic and she gave me the best advice. She said the most skeptical people of psychics are the psychics themselves, because you don't trust your own information. So here's the thing. If you're pulling the Hermit and you're pulling the High Priestess, it's clearly showing you that you have internal wisdom, that you have a gift, a message, a talent, a skill, something to share to make this world a better place. But you're doubting yourself, you're second guessing. And if you would just say, okay, well, I got this signal, I'm gonna try it. And if it doesn't work out, know that, okay, well, maybe I'm guided to do the next thing. You just keep going. You get guided, you try it. If it doesn't work, you take a step back and say, what did I learn from this? Clear out your space. What do I need? What's the next step for me? What do I need to know now? Try again, try again, try again, try again. And all of these, I mess up a lot. Okay, you learn a lot, rather. Every time you trust yourself, most likely if you're trusting yourself, you're not messing up. It's when you're not trusting yourself that you're most likely messing up. So you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until your ego and your brain are like, ah! One of the tricks that I teach you guys to decipher between, is it my ego and my brain confusing me, or is it my soul and my heart? I ask you to place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath in, and see how it feels when you say whatever statement or phrase that you are struggling with, and see where it resonates in your body. Is it up here in your thinking brain, or does it feel good in your body? When it feels good, go for it. You guys are awesome. Okay. You get guided, you try it. Yeah, that's it. Simple. Mother of 4 since I was 16, youngest is 18. How do I find a new purpose? Well, what do you enjoy doing? This is one of the lessons in Shine School. What lights you up? When you find those things that you enjoy doing, that's going to be your first step in finding your purpose, because your purpose is to feel joy. Your purpose is to be the light, right? And you can be joyous and light-filled doing anything. Anything. You could be a veterinarian, you could be a mom, you could be a single, all the single ladies, you can be a freaking tortoise. It doesn't matter what you are, as long as you are feeling joy and presence in the moment, you are pursuing your purpose. So do what lights you up. There's no wrong answer. I am so freaking glad I actually said it. You actually helped me. Thank you so much. I almost didn't post it. I'm so proud of you for sharing that, Madison. It takes courage to find your truth, to be able to heal and change some of these things. I am the biggest skeptic. I know it keeps me grounded. Maybe. Okay. Thank you so much. If Chris is jumping on, then he's probably like, hey girl, it's time to hang out. So I'm going to go hang out with Chris. And I'm going to take a deep breath and just assimilate all of the emotions that I went through today, figuring out about the elephants and seeing how I can best benefit this situation, if there's anything that I can do to make a change. You know, so many times we get so caught up in all the negative things that are happening in the world, and we get all bent out of shape about it, which, okay, feel it for a minute, but so many times we can take it too far and we focus too much on the negative. So I'm going to ask myself, is there something that I can contribute? Is there something that I can do? And if not, then I will let go and move on. So I hope that that inspires you, that if you're going through something hard, if you want to be an advocate for change, ask yourself, can I do something? Is there something I can actually do right now to contribute? Sometimes there's not. Well, you know, maybe sometimes it's just the smallest thing you can do. I was thinking, like, how can we stop putting plastic in the ocean? Well, we can stop buying it and consuming it, you know, like there's always something small that you can do. So ask yourself, what is that? And then just keep moving. That's the answer here. That's life's, if you look at life, it is constantly moving. Water keeps moving through the rivers and it keeps it fresh and alive. But when water sits in a puddle, it becomes stagnant and stale. So just keep flowing, just keep trusting, try something, learn, keep going. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around. This has been the longest Woo Woo Wednesday of all times, because I missed you and there was so much to talk about. If you know a soul sister who would love this message, please tag them below. Share it on your page. I appreciate all the good vibes that you guys share. If you'd like a private one-on-one reading with me, you can book on my website by going to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot. There has been so much that we covered. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I love supporting you guys. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Chris and I will not be on Friday morning for the Elevated Life. I am going to a friend's baby shower that morning. So maybe we'll catch you guys later at a different time on Friday. So I will see you guys later. Bye.